It began with a passage that still appears on the shirts that our pantry volunteers wear to this day. Matthew 25:35. I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. Recognizing the reality of food insecurity in the Spring Hill area, Wellspring Christian Church dedicated a small room in a building on their campus for use as a food pantry. And so it was that in early 2006, the Well Outreach came to life. Then in 2008, the ministry stepped outside the walls of that small pantry for the first time, hosting mobile food pantries on a number of Sunday mornings in the church parking lot. In 2012, it was determined that more space would be needed to warehouse the food and provide a welcome area for guests. And so, the Well Outreach moved to its second location. The narrow doorways meant that food still had to be unloaded off of pallets and brought inside box by box.
The story of the Well is a story of stewardship. As God has continued to bring new resources to us, and we've reinvested those back into the community, He just continues to open doors and invite us to serve in larger capacities.
In 2020, the food pantry was relocated to a 7,000 square foot property at 5306 Main Street, and transportation trucks were added so that supplies could be transported from grocery store food rescues and food drives. The hours of operation were expanded, and our food pantry served 2,400 families that year. Both the mobile food pantry and Jetpack programs also expanded their reach of impact. And in 2022, the Well Outreach joined 30 organizations across Tennessee in the Our Chance program. And this became the fourth pillar of our ministry, focusing on helping families navigate their way out of a cycle of poverty. The number of guests served at the food pantry more than tripled from just 2 years before. Then in 2024, following an extended time of discernment about the challenge of rural poverty in Maury County, the Well Outreach sought to open a second food pantry in Mount Pleasant. And through God's providence and the support of leaders in that community, new facility opened in May of that year with a beautiful welcome room and coffee shop and more than 3 times the warehouse space of the Spring Hill Pantry. Coordinated efforts with a grant from Cigna allowed us to acquire 8 hydroponic growing stations in which we began to grow our own lettuce. And now today, 20 years after our humble beginning, the Well Outreach operates with a staff of 24 team members and over 400 volunteers every week. Our mantra, that it takes a community to feed a community, speaks to our connectedness to and gratitude for those who have supported us in Middle Tennessee. And now we serve as many families in 1 month as we did during the entire year of 2020.
I've seen the Well grow from an 1,800 square foot facility to 2 campuses, both in Spring Hill and in Mount Pleasant, and serving 2,000 people a year to well over 20,000 people a year. And I think the thing that I'm most proud of in those 5 years is that the Well has never turned anybody away. And so I'm proud of the staff at the Well for being able to do that, being able to execute day in, day out with a very tough job. And I'm proud of the community. I'm proud of the community for stepping up to meet, whether it's the hundreds of volunteers that help make the Well happen or the hundreds of thousands of dollars that it takes to feed the local community every year. So I'm proud of everything the community's done to step up and fill that need. And I'm excited for the future because I know whatever the need is here locally, the Well is going to fill that because that's what we have a proven track record of doing.
And though our growth has been exponential, our care for each guest that we encounter has remained guided by our mission to be the hands and the feet of Christ, serving those in need.
I was fortunate enough to be volunteering here at the Spring Hill Pantry. On the first day, we implemented our client choice model. And I was working in the welcome room where we get to know our clients a little bit better, connect with them, see how they're doing. And it's just a joyous experience to be able to understand everything we do here more than just food. And through all that, it has really prompted me to increase everything I do here because it really has been the most personally rewarding experience I've ever had in anything I've done. So the Well here not only serves our clients, but I really believe our volunteers get almost as much out of it as our guests do.
The Well Outreach is humbly grateful for all the gifts that we've been given during the first 20 years of our ministry. And as we look retrospectively with gratitude, we also look forward to what is the most important word in our language, hope. Hope is the true gift that we give to those who come to us in need. And hope is what will call us forward into the next chapter of our ministry.
There is a through line to the story of the Well Outreach that now spans across 2 decades. It's that of a humble boldness that encounters every guest with compassion and responds to every new challenge with determination. The need hasn't ended, and neither has our calling. 20 years ago, the Well Outreach answered a simple call to love our neighbors. And the future asks the same faithfulness, trusting God to multiply what's offered and partnering with community as we continue nourishing both bodies and hope. Christ's call remains, and the future is before us. Will you partner with us in feeding local families in need? Thank you for being part of the continuing story of the Well Outreach.